What's up, YouTube? Handlebar Mike here with a pipe video. I am smoking a Road Town Popeye. If you guys have seen that or not. Road Town, by the way, is a collection of primarily Asian, Chinese pipe carvers and manufacturers that have kind of come together as a group and are imported through a guy in Arizona, I believe. Something like that. And inside I have some Bob's Chocolate Flake. That's what I'm smoking this morning. And damn, it tastes good. I really like that Bob's Chocolate Flake. But the video I want to talk to you guys about today is I've realized I do something, or I have been doing something very recently when it comes to public piping, when it comes to knowing that I'm going to be out in public with other people. And it comes down to tobacco selection. So I just got back from a business trip. It was a short trip, flew out on Sunday, did my deal on Monday, flew home on Tuesday. So it was just a one-dayer type thing. So I just grabbed my handy-dandy tobacco roll-up. I figured I'll just fill that up. And I just grabbed one pipe, and it happened to be Beetlejuice that I brought with me. And I thought about, well, what tobacco do I want to bring? And this is where I kind of realized that I do this quite often. I knew I'd be out in a smoking area by a office building. I knew that I would be smoking with other smokers, not pipe smokers, cigarette smokers, in a certain location. So I actually went with a tobacco to please them instead of myself. I went with a good old 1Q, right? We all know and love some 1Q there. Not my favorite tobacco. It's a great smoke, but it's boring. There's so many other things I have open right now that are so much tastier that I would have rather had, but I know that this stuff is very pleasing for other people. And I think I'm triggered on this, or I've triggered this in my mind to do because of, you get these comments all the time. Oh, I love the smell of pipe tobacco. I love the smell of a pipe. My grandfather used to smoke a pipe and I love the smell, or my father, or whatever. And then they smell what you're smoking, and let's say it's in English, a heavy Latakia English, or something along those lines. It's not an aromatic, it's a burley or whatever instead, and they're like, oh, that's not what I remember it smelling like. There's some Englishes that are pretty stank. There's as far as room note goes, hell, you get some black XX rope or something like that, and just chase people away. I realized I did this a couple weekends ago too. There was a local beer festival that I volunteered to work at. And again, my tobacco selection was not, oh, well, what beers am I going to be drinking at this place so I can pair them? It was, oh, I'm going to bring some 1Q because I know everybody in the crowd is going to love the smell of it. So it's funny that I've realized this. It's kind of been a revelation for me that I'm in public piping scenarios, I worry more about the impression I give off with the smell of my tobacco and everything else, and hopefully pleasing the crowd, than I care about the flavor profile that I'm enjoying. Like I said, 1Q is not bad. It's a good smoke. It's a light smoke. It's just kind of boring compared to some of the other stuff I have open. I have a lot of stuff open right now that I have really been enjoying smoking. So it's funny that that's the one tobacco that I go to. That and Trout Stream are the two big ones that I have gravitated towards, I think, for crowd pleasers. And we're at outdoor events. This was not like I was going to be inside somewhere smoking, for a real room note. This was outside. I was going to be outside of a hotel smoking in a smoking area, or I was going to be outside of an office building in a smoking area, or like I said, a beer festival, which is completely outside. And I still worried about, I want to make sure people are pleased with the smell of my pipe tobacco. I also can't find my damn lighter. I lost my lighter in my luggage, so I'm stuck with this stupid thing. But hey, it works. So I found this very interesting that I started thinking about this, that why I do this, why, and I don't know if it's a personality type thing where I am not concerned, but I do have the thought process of people around me. I'm very conscious of people around me. And if I can provide opportunities that are enjoyable and or pleasant, opposed to something that is going to be unpleasant for them, that's the road I'm going to try to go for the most part. But I find it funny because I'm worried about cigarette smokers, right? Like, we're in a smoking area and they're smoking cigarettes, and I'm worried about what my pipe tobacco smells like, and they're smoking stank ass cigarettes, you know? So I find it very amusing that I thought about this and I realized that I do this. What about you guys? Do you care about when you're out in public or you know you're going to an event? Does that thought cross your mind? What are people's impressions of the smell of my pipe tobacco? Does that matter to you? Or is it really just all about you and your personal flavor profiles and stuff like that? You know, at the end of the day, the beer festival, Lane 1Q was good. It kind of went with everything, but there was definitely beers that I knew I was going to drink. And I know I have tobacco that would have really complemented those beers, but I didn't bring it. You know, I just brought the simple 1Q instead. Which, I don't know, at a beer fest where you are drinking quite a few and tasting new things, maybe it is good that it was more neutral. I don't know, not sure. But just what I was thinking about over the past couple days with this when I realized that I do this. And I figured I'd pose the question to you guys, see if anybody else has those type of thoughts. Or have realized that you have those type of thoughts when you're traveling or going out in public with pipes, that sort of thing. Usually if I'm traveling for a week or more, I bring my whole little case with multiple tobaccos and multiple pipes and stuff like that. But, or heck, when I went up to a pipe show, I didn't care because I knew I was going to be around other pipe smokers that understand that not all pipe smoke smells like your grandfather's over-the-counter aromatic pipe tobacco, you know? So there's situational thinking there as well. General population versus the piper's world, right? Oh well. All right, guys, I'm going to finish the rest of my day out here. Don't forget, pack a bowl, light it up, burn it down, relax, enjoy. I'll see you guys online next time. Have a great rest of the day.